New pop-ups. Goddamn. Boys, it's Real Men Talk Shit, episode 138. How the hell you doing? It's been a long fucking time. It feels like, at least.
Oh, but no,
Use code R-
no, it's been a week, and the how you doing is everything's pretty much the same.
I don't know why a week feels so long. It's probably because I just disconnect from everything and just go
Yeah,
back to living normal life and then come back. It just becomes a cycle. I don't know. Dude, I'm so happy with how fucking everything is going. I didn't tell you anything beforehand about this other than the
oh,
guests and
sick.
stuff. Use code RMTS at checkout at G Fuel. Use code RMTS at Blue Chew for 20 the first shipment free and a whole bunch of other stuff. Shows them that they love us and all that stuff. But second month in a row, 150,000 views across all platforms. So that's fantastic. Growing at a rate that's fucking awesome. Hopefully it
Yeah.
starts speeding up even more now in the next couple months here.
I just like the weird thing about the dislike botting. I knew I had the sauce. And like the
Mhm.
thing is, our channel shouldn't be growing because of the topics we're talking about and the current thing about the culture. So it's like, oh, this is still great for like automatic suppression because we're going to swear a lot in this, so we're tanked immediately. But everything else is doing great.
Well, as long as we don't super heavily curse in the first,
Hmm.
5
Yeah.
minutes, we're good. And then it's just absolute bananas after that, and then
We've
we're
definitely
absolutely
got
fine.
some bad keywords and topics and transcribing in our videos.
No, you turn
Mhm.
auto captions off. Auto
Google
captions
saves that.
off.
Google does that by
Nope.
itself. They know what we've
No,
talked about.
it's so funny though, 'cause, I remember you telling me, "Oh, yeah, there's no way in hell that fucking auto caption and the, push to subs doesn't kill videos." Other people are doing it now too. That group of people around, United Haze and all of them,
Hmm.
they're pushing stuff without that too, and they're growing. So, yes, there is a sauce with it, and there is something with it. I just don't know exactly what it is, and it's fucking working. I can't complain. It's like, 25-30% boost, and I don't understand where it works, but it fucking does. We're gonna find some guests that it just fucking clicks with. Maybe next week. Maybe next week's guest, that one will click off with, clicking off that box, but I'm not positive yet. Kinda scary. But with us pushing all the viewership anyway with Twitter, I'm sure that it'll work regardless. That's probably how it works, is pushing it regardless on your own socials and then using that to kind of push it in the algorithm. I don't
I
know.
don't know. We need fans, not just people to get upset because I wear a collar.
No, it's weird though. It's like that's the fucking 5 to
That's the
10%, but
only
for some
thing.
reason they're still there. They're still there, and I don't
Yeah.
understand why.
Yeah, it's like why are you watching these shorts if it's only just gonna be like, why the fuck am I gonna listen to a dude that's wearing a dog collar? I'm like, why is that bothering you? And why do you keep coming back?
Engagement.
And why yeah, like and all
Engagement,
this
you fucking
and all
weirdo.
this stuff. It's like and that's the first thing they go to. People
No,
are
it
weird.
it doesn't it doesn't make any goddamn sense. They don't seem
And
to understand that everything is characters and, turning yourself up to 11. I don't
I
understand
don't
where
turn myself up
everybody's
to
pushing.
11. I just ride like this. But that was like what happened when I first started YouTube because there was a lot of things like why is this dude talking Pokemon wearing a collar? And then it went away. So I was like guess people just like learn to not be weird because that's like a weird thing to care about if we're just talking and having a conversation. And then now it's like coming back to a new audience. And I'm just like social media is just making everyone shitty. So
No, social media is making everybody pick and point at all of the weird little things that people are doing.
and
So I
that
think
was like proto. Oh, dude, your theory about how we're just like going through loops because that was like the beginning of the
Mhm.
internet when 4chan was super popular. It was all about like attacking personalities and appearances, and
Yeah.
then now we're going back to that when people kind of calm down after a while.
Well, that it's really weird because now people on both sides are kind of growing. We're not just having people that are like, let's support everybody. Everybody's a good person. Everybody's an awesome
Hmm.
dude. Let's go, blah, blah, blah. Now we're getting the like shit disturbers to grow, like us, like other people on the other side and stuff like that. So now you're having everybody point back at, oh, well, this is weird, and that this person's retarded, and that person's retarded, and we're all just kind of flowing off each other. And
Hmm.
god damn it, I fucking love it.
But that,
This
yeah,
is
that was
the
old.
internet
That
that
was
we
old
needed
YouTube.
back.
That's like
Yep.
2014, 2015. It's like I can take the spice, I can take the banter. I still just like it's weird that's coming back.
It's weird that it's coming back because I feel like if I actually grew then like I was trying to, and I actually just let myself go and kind of let myself get comfortable and do it and put in the time and the effort, I probably would have popped then too. I
Mhm.
probably would have been one of the larger people
That was like
that
the
grew out
free
of that time.
space to do it in. And
Yeah,
then like 2017 Leafy hit, and then Google said, "No one's allowed to have personality or be mean or be drama ever again unless we like you."
personality. That motherfucker literally was the most boring person that ranted on people. I've never seen somebody that was so monotone and just sat there and was like, "I have no chin. I'm going to ride in CS:GO and flip my knife back and forth."
Yeah, but he wasn't
He
fake. That's what I mean by personality. Everyone else
Oh,
is
I
fake,
know.
which is even less personality than Leafy.
I I I I can see why that short genre fucking blew up, and it's funny. Like, if you look at that level of content that everybody made then with the knife riding and the CS:GO shit or
Mhm.
the fuck is that car game that everybody uses now?
Rocket League? Oh,
Trackmania
no.
or
Yeah,
something like that?
Trackmania. Any
And
background gaming with like an 8-minute story apparently was just what everyone wanted in 2016.
yeah, no, absolutely, and it's fucking stupid. I don't fucking understand it, but I got so many the content ideas I
Mhm.
have are so fucking it makes me excited to kind of outpredict and outthink everybody else because I feel like it's there. And I feel like the content is here. And I feel like the availability for what I've done before is there. And god damn it, it feels fantastic for what is possible.
Oh man, I had a meta YouTube idea, and I don't know because I just always have like 20
Yeah, no, I
notepads
got you.
open with like a list of 100 different ideas for each genre of content I make, and I had like a meta idea, and I don't know where it went. And since you're talking about that, like I have some ideas too, and it's just
My
weird.
I have a really, really hard time picking up my phone and opening docs to write it down.
Hmm.
It's like I actually have to stop what I'm doing, and stopping what I'm doing, it affects the thing that I'm doing, so, like, at 1 to 1, it fucks me up completely, and I can't keep my train of thought. That's why I started going so hard into content again. I'm now streaming again, so that's been fucking weird, but now that I'm actually sitting down and actually sitting at my desk and doing things, content is coming back, and I feel fantastic, and I feel good. It's fucking weird.
You're not allowed to be
Yeah.
happy on the internet. Like now you're the target. You're actually distracting from my caller. Because
Yeah,
that's
they'll
like,
be
look
like,
at
"Look
this
at the skinny
sensitive dude that's
unicorn we have
happy
left."
about things he's doing in his life. You're not real, man.
Dude,
Emotions.
honestly, it's fucking insane. It really is. And anybody who just hyper focuses on not being okay with life, you're fucking just whiny and complaining and nobody wants to fucking hear you anyway.
Hmm.
People help you so that way they don't want to hear it. Not because
That works.
it's the fucking truth. Like I remember when I was 12, 13, 14, I would sit there and be like, "Oh, you're sad? Let me help you."
Hmm.
It made me feel good. I wanted to help you. I didn't want you to get fucking hurt. Who the fuck sits there and does that shit now? Nobody fucking cares anymore. Everybody's so shoved up their own fucking ass. Nobody fucking cares enough to be happy or content about life. They're just like, "Oh, wah,
Tear
this."
down culture. That's always been a thing. But again, like social media, the more miserable people get, the more narcissistic they get from like social media, and then it's all about them. And anyone that's doing more, it's like, no, get back down. We're just crabs in a pot as like the actual like shadow cabal that rules us all is just going off. They're having a great
Well,
time.
I have to be very careful in how I say this part, but like there was a huge fucking creator, Hassan. Did you see his fucking outrage that happened last night?
He got upset that he only has 13,000 viewers.
He was saying that he was going to off himself because
I
he
didn't know if that
lost
was a joke or
30,000
legit.
viewership. I don't know, it seems like a fucking mental collapse tirade and everybody
Hmm.
just, like, stomping their feet and throwing a hissy fit.
See,
And
I'd believe it.
honestly, I'm gonna say this, and this is me really coming across the aisle. I hope you don't off yourself. I hope that you see this through to the end because a lot of the shit that you've said has absolutely fucking destroyed the culture of the fucking 16, 17, 18, 19 year olds. They're growing up. They don't want to hear your shit anymore. And conservative views are actually fucking growing. So I hope that your channel dies. Hope. Go fuck yourself. And I hope you sit there and watch it because you will watch your entire fucking thing that you worked for, including wearing dresses and crushing
Hmm.
fucking watermelons with your thighs. You could crush my fucking head with your thighs. I'll be fucking honest about that. But I hope your fucking career ends. I hope it fucking does. Because you fucked up a lot of shit and you've taught a
Hmm.
lot of people a lot of toxic ass bullshit that nobody genuinely fucking understands yet.
while also being a hypocrite about it. Like the whole, like my friends, when I keep talking about my friend that everything is Trump derangement, I'm not making a point, and then he just like goes on to the whole socialist rhetoric and stuff. But like Hassan is a champagne socialist with like the house and all
Mhm.
these things he has, and he's sucking money from these kids that are just like they have no money and they're upset about the state of the world, and for some reason Hassan has like deluded them into thinking that donating to him changes that when you're just making the rich richer, but we're supposed to hate the rich, and I don't know. Like
I'm
it's such a
I'm gonna say
yeah, it's
this.
so toxic.
People subscribing to Twitch in mass forms
Hmm.
confuses the fuck out of me. Like, will I help one of my people out or help somebody
Yeah.
out that I want to actually do something? Absolutely. But if you have fucking 10,000 fucking viewers, there is zero reason
Hmm.
for you to fucking subscribe. I'm gonna say something, and Verlis, if you want to hop on, you can. I know you stream on YouTube, and that's a little bit
Yeah,
different.
yeah.
So Twitch offers ads where they'll pay you out a certain amount for however much that ad placement is worth, whether it's $42 or $2,000. It kind of depends on how much viewership you have. So half of that ad revenue, whenever I receive it on fucking Twitch, I will put right back into fucking at whatchamacallit, subscriptions. So that way you guys don't have to watch ads. I will play those fucking ads. So that way I get paid. But I will make sure that you don't have to fucking watch them. Number two, I will also, and this is kind of like thought provoking shit that we can talk about after the show too. Um, if you guys want, I haven't activated it yet. Me and Verlis will have a full entire conversation after the show. Do you want to activate the memberships on YouTube for people to have availability for all of the podcasts before they go live? Because obviously, if we
Oh,
start
absolutely.
recording them and stuff, just make it so way they're member only, and then they go
Yeah.
live whenever they go live. I think that that works great. And like next week, if we end up recording 2, 3 shows, you have 2 or 3 shows worth of episodes that you can fucking watch at any point in time. That's fucking fantastic. And it starts rolling in that whole, okay, now
Hmm.
we're starting to build a fan base and stuff like that. I
Yeah.
just thought,
That's why I agree
I,
with that over it. I think Twitch is just a cesspool and it's going down anyway, so moving like consolidating on the better platform, YouTube still is also dog shit, but it's consolidating towards like, hey, if we're just building on YouTube more and we're like uploading our
exactly.
videos directly, we're not streaming to Twitch, it sounds like a good idea.
No, and I think that's kind of the basic idea of how to do it is like if we're gonna do like a show where we're interacting with fans or whatever, we'll do a live
Hmm.
show. If we want to have a big crazy episode where we grow a certain platform, we'll do that.
We could do that. We could bring like a fifth live show a month if we hit 100 members.
Yeah, exactly. Like, and we could stream it to Twitch and YouTube if that's what we want to do. Like, there's zero reason why we can't kind of incentivize things like that. But
Hmm.
I kind of wanted to thought provoke it and push it out to you on the show and push it out to the fans and stuff because I think it works. Like making it so that way it's available since we're pre-recording anyway makes it kind of available for everybody to kind of just enjoy and kind of draw out of it whatever they possibly can. And
Yeah.
I think that that's kind of beneficial at that point.
And back to the Hassan thing. That's like the whole like his last thing is like where he wants to kill himself. It's like, well,
Yeah.
until like that's where it's like, don't do that. But everything else, I'm gonna like just go in on you for because like 13K,
Yep.
you are make like how are you? How do you lose motivation if you're getting
Okay.
13K live viewers in any circumstance?
That is the level of derangement that really kind of frustrates me. So first off, if you're so hungry that you're mad at 13,000 viewers, you're making probably what, $2,000 minimum a day if you're running 3, 4 ads an hour. And that's without the Twitch incentivization of ads.
Hmm.
He's probably getting 5, $6,000 for incentive.
Oh, we're losing you. And Zach's gone. And the recording is still going. And I guess I'm just solo now until we get Zach back.
My internet's fucking up. I apologize,
I hear
guys.
you. Your screen's just frozen.
Yep.
There we go. You're back.
Yep. We're good.
Back on the incentives.
Um,
13K. There's no way that's $2,000 a day. Because I think about like ad rates. $10 CPMs on 13K on like 5 ads. So I mean that's still $80 an hour on just ads. But as a large channel, premium ads could be 120. 9 hour
yeah.
stream. So I'm saying $1,000 in ads.
Even that, and I'm giving more money because I assume that he's probably has deals and everything else in place as well,
Hmm.
and I
I don't know
guarantee you
about
he's
sponsor
not paying.
situation.
Yeah, and I guarantee you he's not paying into anybody coming on the stream. They're just willingly doing it. So I'm going to say, he's probably making 60, 70K a month.
Well, no, of course, like Hassan as a person, I was making at least 6 figures a month.
I'm just saying from that
Yeah.
stream, he's making
Yeah,
6,
and then
7,
subs and
60,
donations.
70K. Yep. If you're making 60, 70K on a down month, buddy, you're doing okay. You're doing okay. I'm gonna give you a little bit of the sauce now because this is where the socialism doesn't fucking work. Stop focusing on one thing. And that's what a lot of fucking conservative people are telling you. Oh, we're starting this brand, we're starting that brand, we're joining this brand, we're joining that brand.
Mm-hmm.
Do some work and actually censor yourself a little bit about the shit that you're saying that isn't fucking right anyway, and whining
That
and
you
stomping
know
your feet
isn't
about
right.
other people. Yeah, exactly. It's insane to me the shit that he has said that he gets away with because he's fucking progressive. It's
Mm-hmm.
insane.
Well, that's all the leftist hypocrisy we regularly cover on the show.
Oh, absolutely. But I love poking them because it's fucking hilarious and fun. But no, it's insane to me. It's absolutely fucking insane. It
And
doesn't
also,
make any
like,
fucking sense.
then your audience kind of becomes a reflection of you. So, like, think about all of the people in his audience that have sympathy for that think, like, oh, poor Hassan in this situation. And that's tens of thousands of people.
Wait, wait, wait. Verlis, are you saying what I think you're saying? You're calling him out for a fucking grift and he's just begging for money like a fucking lol cow? Is Hassan Piker the biggest fucking lol cow? Is that what you're saying right now?
After those tweets, yes, that is what he converted it into.
So the question is, who is more known, Hassan Piker or Wings of Redemption?
Oh, that's a tough one. Like, Hassan is such a clown and is also such a streamer, but it's mostly Twitch, which is its own thing. I think Wings, like, his peak was so far ago, like so long ago.
But those doc
But
series
those
and everything
docs,
else are millions and millions and millions of views, and now lolcow is growing. I kind of think
bro, I
Wings might
think,
still
yeah.
be better than Hassan Piker.
I think that's actually how you can put the final blow into Hassan. If he figures that out, or if he finds out through someone somehow where it's like, bro, you fell off below Wings now. Over.
Because I think honestly, if Wings never got kicked off of Twitch, he might be at 12,
Yeah.
1,300
We
concurrent
could also
daily.
put Wings inside like the whole leafy, just the reckoning of personalities back in the day.
Yeah, like if YouTube and platforms as a whole stopped incentivizing disconnecting people so fucking badly, there would be such a resurgence of people like Wings. Because if there's context now to when you're getting flagged for something, once you hit a certain milestone or viewership level, then there's a problem where you're saying, okay, well, I'm actually a person. I'm not just some AI bot, or I'm not just some child who's stomping their feet.
I'm not a
Like,
pure bad actor. I actually want to do this, and this is just who I am.
yeah, exactly. Like if you can prove that and they actually incentivize that, that would be it would change the entire game.
That's the
Honestly.
biggest thing keeping me going. Like, any day, like, there could just be that new YouTube policy. It's never going to happen. I'm still on, like, that 0.01% that's, like, they finally deal with the dislike botting issues. But, like, all I need is a human at Google. Someone whose actual uncle works at Google to just look into my channel and be like, wait a second, you got a dislike bot. And then there's just, like, this shadow ban that doesn't make any sense because he called someone a cheater who's cheating in Pokemon. That's it. I haven't done anything outrageous.
In a year and a half that me and you have talked and kind of put these things back together, and seeing the level of excitement that you've had between this Pal World, like you're like, oh well, I'm just excited to see Zach grow. And you said that last week with Harley. I'm like, no, man, you can see the excitement in you too.
Well, I've
You
always
can,
had that.
yeah, but like it kind of got that deranged look at like the first one or two times you came on and hung out and shit like that. You can see, oh well, I'm trying to do this to make this actually work. I'm trying to make this work just in this specific way because it's the only way that I've done it before. Now
Mm-hmm.
you're like, oh wait, there is availability. There is possibility that I can do this. There is possibility I can do that. And you can see that like explosion of kind of giddiness back to what you're doing, and it's really kind of interesting
No,
because
I
you're
think
like,
you're
oh,
projecting because like it's. I think I've kept it the same because I went all in for Sword and Shield, all in for Scarlet and Violet, all in for Let's Go. I go like whenever a new game comes out, I'm always all in,
I'm not
even
just
now.
saying I'm not just saying the games. I'm saying like you're seeing the positive, whether it was G Fuel when we re-talked and negotiated
Mm-hmm.
that. You know what I'm saying? You could, oh well, I never thought that was available. And you can see like the shroud of, oh, the world is just arranged, the world is fucking gonna blow up. That black pill come out of you just slightly. and like you can see you lighten up a little bit and get the giddiness back. It's not
No,
like you're
I still got.
focusing on a
Bro,
game.
I get more blackpilled every episode. When we pull up our topics, I'm just like, it's over. It's cooked.
Oh, absolutely. The world is black-pilled. I'm saying like your excitement towards actually doing this as a job, it seems like you're getting that whole new game is coming out more
It
often
never went
instead
away.
of it just being a problem. Yeah,
Never went
you
away.
you kind of hit it. You know what I'm saying? Like
No,
you look
like
at some
actually,
of these
Power
pretty
World
big
made me
side
super
novel things.
depressed because like after 2 weeks when all the search views dropped off and I didn't get recommended again, I just didn't make videos for like a week and a half because I was upset.
Oh, I
So that's
feel
what I
it.
mean. Like all I have, like I can go like I just have to wait for 2 months, and then all my energy is back. And then if there's a new opportunity, I can go all into that. I popped off with Lego Fortnite. I think I actually got more views off of Lego Fortnite than Pal World in total, which doesn't
Mhm.
make sense. But it's one of those things where like, yeah, I can just be like, that was shitty. Oh hey, new game. Like I'm excited for the Elden Ring. This isn't even a topic, but like the Elden Ring DLC, I've got some content ideas for that.
No, you are so much like me in that aspect where you're like, okay, I'm gonna play this until I get fucking bored of it, and then I'm hoping that there's something new and I can cling on to something else and kind of get like, I'm gonna use ADHD here, but I understand with you it might not be like that whole dopamine drip of okay, this thing's fun now. Now I'm gonna cling to this until I fucking kill that mentally, and then I'm gonna cling to something else. It's so weird because I thought that that was just a me thing because, like, I don't understand how people can sit there and play the same fucking game all year, 10 years in a row, and it's the same fucking game over and over and over and over again. I don't understand how people do that.
Hmm.
Watching you do very, very similar things to what I do, where you're like, okay, well, Pokemon is always there. League of Legends is always there. I'm gonna dip my toe in like 5 other games this year, and that's absolutely it. There's nothing else I'm gonna
Yeah.
do. It kinda just cycles through those things, and, it's it's cool to see somebody that does very, very similar things to you pop off in a very, very similar way that you expect to. Because if I push the gaming channel, that's exactly what I would do. It would be, okay, gaming, Call of Duty, Call of Duty, Call of Duty, something else, Call of Duty, something else, and just flow through those and see how it works. It's interesting because you can see something like you just pop off in the same exact way.
Hmm. Yeah, like the thing about only playing like 5 other games, my friends get mad at that because they're like, "Wait, you love Minecraft, you love Pal World, you love all these things. Why won't you join our Ark server?" I'm just like, I'm overwhelmed, and all the other stuff I just all end.
No, exactly. And like the thing that really drives me nuts is everybody's like, well, if you like Pokemon or you like Zelda, why don't you like other fantasy things? Why don't you like fucking this or that? And I'm like, I don't. I just don't. It's like, well, why don't you like cartoony things? It's like, I would rather play Call of Duty. Why am I going to play Valorant? Why am I going to
Yeah,
play
why
anything
would
else
I invest
but
into
Call of Duty?
something else that I'm only going to go like maybe 50% as far in? Because that's another thing where it's like I don't pick up games, so I like mentally play them. Starfield,
Yeah.
I didn't care about Starfield. I saw it, I was like, oh, I can mentally beat Starfield because it's like you go to objective, you do objective, you sell all your stuff, you go back to planet A, B, run dungeon, shoot five, like shoot the entire thing, back, sell, and then you just loop that until you're level 50 and win. Done. I don't need to play
So,
Starfield.
like, to me, I do not like the way Fallout and Starfield look. Like the steampunk futuristic thing, I don't like that idea. But I love the story, and I love how it like, the actual architecture and the environment that, like, Fallout 4 was. So I watched 3 or 4 fucking Wings Let's Plays of Fallout 4. Fucking loved the game. You wanna know how much time I put into the game? Fucking 25 minutes because I couldn't fucking stand looking at the whole, "Oh, there's a nuclear power generator in the back of every single car, and once it blows up, you're fucked." I'm like,
Hmm.
that makes no fucking sense. It makes none. It doesn't fucking make sense at all. Why does that make sense? I don't get it.
Yeah.
I don't.
Also, another reason why I'm like so good at video games and like making content for it, like I figured out everything about the beginning stuff of Power World and Lego Fortnite before anyone else. Lego Fortnite. The reason why I did so good is because everyone else sucks at games, especially like content creators. So this game that didn't have a beta, didn't have any kind of early access, just launched in full. Everyone was lost. But I can see patterns. I understand like, oh, this is just a survival crafter, which means you craft this, you look for the next recipe, you upgrade, 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 build these stations, explore, explore, explore. It's super linear and fairly similar, so I get on that line. And then I can just like crack and solve it. And I love that. I love doing that about Pokemon, where it's like, what's the best EV method? What's the best catching method? Where are all the rare Pokemon? So I can like break into that faster than other people. But again, that also makes to where like if I look at another game, I'm like, this is too similar. It's going to do this, this, and this. I beat it. I don't need to play it. Okay, that's how I view it.
No, exactly. That's so much like me. Like when the new season of Call of Duty drops on Wednesday, I will sit there and I will love those maps. I love the fucking Rebirth Island that repops back out. I will sit there and thoroughly enjoy all the new guns until everything's unlocked and I kind of figure it out and I break it down to a science of this is how it works. Like I remember looking at past YouTube videos I uploaded and I was like, "Oh, look, I did the same exact thing Woody and everybody else did when maps dropped." In World War II, I dropped 80 kills on the new map Egypt that dropped that day. And I was like, oh, look, I used to understand how to do this at a level without even fully understanding it and grasping it.
Hmm.
And that was weird because I just how do people not understand and learn things that way? Because that's exactly what I do. Like the second that I see something and I break it down, I either click or I don't. And if I click, I'm going to learn it much, much faster than you, which is why at the beginning of the game, I'm better than you.
Hmm.
Once I stop caring, you may pass me, but I'm still better than you for 6 months out of the year in any game I touch. Once I stop caring, I stop caring. And then I just slow down and it just kind of dies.
Yeah, the ability, and then like then everyone just kind of needs like some kind of tool or app or tier list or something that's like, oh, here's like the optimal way. Here's the meta strategies. But before those are found and before those are published, they're lost. And then that's where we can shine.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like once everybody gets the idea of this is how to do this and this is how to do that, and now it becomes so fucking basic and click this attachment, use this red dot site, use this, and it's like where did all of the creativity go? There's a
It's
thousand
also,
fucking
yeah.
attachments. Where's the uniqueness of doing this to this to this? And it's like there's no best way.
Hmm.
There shouldn't be a best way.
Yeah, that's what I hate about metagaming. Like the meta is never the most optimal because one, the people that rely on it are too incompetent to actually improve it. Look at Smogon. So there's always like that alt meta. There's always just better strategies that haven't been discovered yet. Again, League of Legends, like a sleeper pick comes out, goes from 0%, like, 1% pick rate to 58% win rate overnight because someone like found the sauce that's actually like been busted the entire
You
time.
even you even see that at the beginning of Call of Duty with competitive too.
Yeah.
At the beginning of the season, they'll sit there and ban 15 fucking guns. So that way they have 2 guns to use specifically for the 2 engagements that they want to use. And they'll decide if they want to use snipers. After that, they don't fucking allow any new guns into the fucking meta because it changes the entire game. It'll
Yeah, that's what I
change who
hate.
is the best. Yeah, I hate it too because it's like the difference in Black Ops 3 where they picked and banned which gun was used in that fucking series. It changed how the entire dynamic worked. Sorry, Team 1 is not leagues and leagues better than Team fucking 12. There is just not that there's parity in the fucking league. There should be availability for Team 1 and Team 12 to battle, and Team 12 have a chance to win if they know how to do things differently than everybody else. I'm sorry. If you just blacklist people because they use things that you think are too good, that's fucking retarded. It's just fucking retarded.
I like how Zach waits till 28 minutes to throw that out there, doing better on the YouTube, not finding out what we're saying, especially on
Oh,
the longer
it's
videos.
it's hard not to because like but
Yeah.
as I get more and more comfortable kind of articulating myself differently and actually taking my medication and doing the things that I need to do, it becomes more consistent where I'm able to flow and have the pre-thought out thoughts
Mhm.
beforehand instead of
Easy.
just ranting and saying retarded all the time. It's fun.
Yeah. That was a pretty crutch word for a while, but now we're getting better. That's why
It's
this show
consistency
grows.
too. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
if you're able to do a show every single week, you're going to be able to speak at a different level than everybody else is because you're saying more and more and more and more. The more you put yourself on camera, the more you put yourself on a microphone, the more consistent it gets.
I already have
That
10
way
years
you're
of
not
that.
yeah, but there's a difference in between, 10-minute verlists that's a scripted content and you understand exactly where you're getting to or having an idea of where you're getting to is different than you on a microphone and we're just sitting here bullshitting and hanging out for 2 hours, 3 hours. You know what I'm saying? There's a difference there and it's interesting to see.
None of my content's scripted. It's all like off the cuff. And
Really?
sometimes, yeah,
All of it?
I've never scripted a video except for like maybe one of my long form cheating videos where I needed proper topics.
I completely would have thought out that you had all of those like best how to use guides at least talk pointed to this, and
No,
this because you're
it's
like,
just titles. That's all my notepads are is titles. Maybe like one point that I need to not forget, and I'll still forget it while I'm in flow.
oh, that's really. I would have absolutely expected you to be semi-scripted, even if it's loose.
Nope.
It's funny. You see a lot of YouTubers now getting the fucking Elgato. They have a teleprompter from
Mm-hmm.
Elgato now. I'm like, what the fuck? Who the fuck needs a teleprompter? Are you serious? Like for ad reads, sure. Sure, I might get it for that, but like as a whole, who the fuck needs a teleprompter? This is fucking YouTube.
Yeah, that's like this whole inorganic thing that's made YouTube shit since like 2016. But
Exactly.
going
Like,
back to that, so yeah, you say like my 10-minute scripted video. No, what that is that's an hour of recording of a lot of fuck ups, and then like finding the right points and getting it in there, or at least getting
oh,
like
so
a
you
long
just
enough
hyper
string.
edit back and forth.
Yeah. Well,
I
also
got you.
sometimes, also sometimes, also you'll just like you'll
Yeah.
keep tripping up. I've had it where I won't be able to say something for like 5 minutes. I'll get up, get water, walk the dog, come back, still screw it up. So then that just adds like 10 minutes of recording. But
No,
yeah.
absolutely. And that's actually interesting because I would assume that you're scripted. And that's how you put out so much content is you have a loose script of how you run through every single Pokemon, you mix and match. Very, very similar to, okay, this is how we're going to write a description. You just mix and match the little pieces that you want to point to and everything else and kind of just have a general idea. I completely thought you were scripted. I thought you were, okay, well, this point, this
hmm
point, this point, and okay, we're done.
Yeah, and then going back to that, so that's where like the 10 years of experience comes in because I can respond to things really well. Also, like in comments, where it's like, oh, I've seen this comment. I've just gotten better and better and better in my responses. And everything just gets like more sharp and refined from like my comments, or my replies, my live content. And it just feels really good where it's like, I'm able to just say that on the fly and it works. So that's the cool thing about it for me.
I was actually having that same exact conversation last night because um, so there's a comedy group where they'll sit there and throw jokes back and forth and like insults and talk to each other. There's this Asian guy part of this group. They're huge in shorts. You might know who I'm talking about. I don't know their name. I apologize for not knowing their name, but and this Asian guy is super, super, super fucking quick witted. And I shared one last night, and this chick is like, "So how do lesbians die?" And he came back with, "Uh, they lose a finger because their finger falls off." And I was like, "Oh my god!" Like, and I was like, when I was sitting there at the Matt Ray show, I was like, "Okay, I could do this because I'm a rather funny guy. Like, I'm great
hmm
actually bantering back and forth and shit like that." On the way home, I'm like, I couldn't do that. I couldn't stand up on a stage and be super, super funny into an intellectual punchline where half the people don't get it because then I'm going to insult the fans that don't get it.
Oh
And
yeah,
that's
you'd
going to be the
blow it
joke
right
and the
there.
banter. But in a group of like, okay, we're bantering back and forth, and I'm going to throw a punchline at the exact time when it's supposed to hit, and it's going to be funny. It's going to make your point dissolve.
hmm
That is where I'm funny. That is where I'm fantastic. And I'm like, fuck. So I can't ever do a comedy tour, but I absolutely could sit here and banter on fucking podcasts and shit like that and blow everybody's fucking minds with the random shit that comes out of my head that
Yeah.
most people don't expect.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like with YouTube, like every creator will tell you, and you like see it nonstop. It's like never insult your viewers. What if they're retarded? Never insult your viewers. But they're stupid. Never. But they're wrong. Never. And I can't do that. It's like because like that's all you see. Is like always respect your audience. Always the customer's always right. And I'm like I'm too real to put up with any of that nonsense. And that does give me a lot of backlash. But it's still like the thing you hear where it's like you
And it's
can't insult
funny,
your
right?
comedy audience. Can't insult anything.
People take that as the reason why you're narcissistic. And that's the thing that baffles my fucking mind. I don't fucking understand it. I don't get it. I don't understand why they're like, oh, that's why Verlis is a narcissist because he's the best and he can't take any criticism. Motherfucker, criticism is not your shit. Criticism is not, oh, you wear a collar. That's not criticism.
It needs to
That's
be
not a conversation.
valid. And no one has valid, especially the comments these videos. My haters like, I'm not blacklisted here. I'm gonna let them know. Maybe Zach will drop Verlis if he understands how evil he is. And it's like you didn't even give a point. You're just like Verlis bad. Take him off the show. 1 point, please. Oh, and you don't have valid criticism. You're just an idiot.
Motherfucker, your dislike and your comment counts towards this show being seen more. You're stupid. You're stupid. That is
That's
stupid.
kind of the funny thing about the whole caller comments, where it's just like, how did this short get 6,000 views? And that's like 20 comments about the caller. I'm like, that's a lot of engagement. That's some weird ass mass formation as well. Where like one person posts caller, everyone else falls in line. You're all NPCs. Thank you. Now our ad value is higher.
So funnily enough, that strike that we got on that episode last year goes up in 3 days.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, ooh, our strike's gone away.
So funny thing, after that episode, I told you, I said, let's not mute comments when me and you decided that we're doing this together. I was like, let's just leave them.
Mm-hmm.
We'll rib some every now and then. We'll fucking interact with some that are kind of poignant. We're gonna leave all of them unless they're super derogatory.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking worked. Everybody stopped.
I can't look at
doing the
comments.
dumb
Like you
shit.
gave me, yeah, you gave me like the manager tools. I'm like, I can't look at that. I will
Nope,
nuke
you're
this
good.
channel like I've nuked mine.
I know that. I was like, okay, let's give everybody equality and let's see what the fuck happens. Is there going to be dumb comments? Absolutely. Am I going to sit there and moderate all of them? Nope. I'm going to interact with the ones that are poignant. That is the point, because then you create a more and more intelligent audience. Because then, if they're saying, "Oh, well, this person involves with this and involves with that," and they're interacting, oh look, things grow. Funnily enough, I don't know his channel name. I can probably get it. I'm going to call you out on the show, you motherfucker, because you are one of these fucking blind sheep that are doing this exact thing and you're fucking retarded. And yes, that is a personal attack. I don't give a fuck.
Well, at least our strike is like wearing off in 3 days, so we can take another one.
Exactly. You know, you have 800,000 subscribers. Why would you want to validate somebody? Okay, so where are you at? Where are you at? Come on, I gotta scroll. Sorry, there's so many fucking comments here that I interact with because I'm a genuine human being. Come on, where you at? I hate that you can't just click fucking verified accounts anymore. That would be so fucking nice. Where the fuck is this motherfucker? Oh, wow, such gaming, 784 subscribers. First off, great fucking brand. No,
Mm-hmm. Maybe
that is
2012, like maybe
no.
2012 before Copa.
That's like he was hanging out in the fucking 60s and was like, radical, man. Let me just add 15 different words together and throw it together as a brand. I called you out. I said, want to come on and have a conversation because you said Verlis is a trash dude with no context at all. I said, come on, buddy. You, I will fucking moderate a discussion. I will moderate anything. Let's go. Let's see what you can actually put together and form a sentence. But understand that if something is proven wrong or there's a conflict or disparity in a conversation, you have to understand that you can't just fucking cycle back to it. It can't just be the only sticking point that you have.
Mm-hmm.
And
But
guess
you're
what?
Nazi,
He
but
fucking
where?
ignored it.
Yeah. If you could have pulled
Okay.
that up like on the screen to show people, 'cause that's like your classic, typical verlisify derangement syndrome. I just did a video about it a couple days ago where people are just like, "Oh, I agree with you, but since it's you, it's wrong." Like, just the most insane comments from people that just cannot admit they're wrong. And then I was like, "Okay, what's your problem with me? Sure, come on. I've never avoided any of that. I will engage with my haters and be like, one example, please." One example, one example. Okay, now you're blocked because you're just being an idiot. That's like you don't have anything. You've proven me right. You've blown all of your chances. You're not worth any. You have no value here. So yeah, even
I hope
when I
this is
saw
big
that
enough.
comment,
Right here.
that's
This
enough.
dude has 800,000 subscribers, and that's how much energy and effort he puts into things.
Relisify is such a trash dude. Four other people, y'all out there, agreeing with him. Where's that
This
comment?
dude, I'm gonna kind of give a good old shout out to this dude. This dude, he's like 50,000 subs. He fucking comes and hangs out in every single fucking comment section. I assume that he's one of your fans,
Yeah, everyone knows
but
him. He's fucking awesome.
he comes and hangs out in every single fucking chat and
Watches
just
like all the videos. He'll like be like, "Oh, that thing you said an hour and 40 minutes in was really like a really good point." Like,
good
you just
fucking dude. Like,
yeah.
thank you, dude.
Oh, but
I'll give you a
go
good
back to
ass fucking
the
shout out.
screen and then show
Oh,
that that large douche.
what, you want me to bring up his channel? Is that what
No,
you're talking about?
the replies we had,
Oh,
where it was like, "Oh
oh
yeah,
yeah.
come on," and then even I jumped in. I was like, bumping this thread so he'll see it. Come on.
Oh no, he absolutely saw it, and that's the scumbaggy thing. And I love to do that specifically. This is going to ping you. You're going to
Mm-hmm.
get a notification for that just by itself. This is a verified fucking ping. And come on.
And then another reply on top of that. They
This
never
is
do.
a reply to a fucking 2 confirmed accounts. This is going to fucking ping. This is number 1 notification. It just is.
Channel reply and verified.
You commented. You wanted to run your mouth instead of actually understanding that you could have a conversation. And genuinely, I'm going to say this. You people don't know how the fuck to work. You don't know how to do your fucking job. You want to know why you don't know how to do your fucking job? Because the interaction and engagement of having a conversation, regardless of if you come to a talking point or an understanding, will grow your fucking channel.
Unless you get dislike botted.
Yeah.
That's the true combo. That's the oops, nope. All right, what other topics we got?
It's just, sorry. I know I went off on a
Hey,
fucking
yeah, see,
rant.
I saw that, and then I was like, uh-oh, dead air, pivoting. Saved.
Yep. So, have you seen the shit that's going on with Diddy? Because, you know, this shit is fucking insane. So, this Monday, he was raided by the Homeland Security. And everybody's just like, wait, what the fuck is going on? So last November, he was sued by another artist. I believe it was Cassie from like the early 2000s. It was one of those weird things where you're like, oh, nostalgia. I haven't seen that name since 2002 and that name since 2006. I was like, what the fuck is going on? So then I guess he was alleged of SA and a whole bunch of other things and a whole bunch of crazy fucking things.
Things you get rated for.
No, actually. All of the things that he was accused of were like direct person to person things or like 2 or 3 people. Do you know what that raid was for?
I guess not.
Human trafficking.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
So this is where it gets weird and this is where it gets convoluted and gets fucking confusing. So they detained every single person within those 3 houses other than Sean Puffy Combs. He's the only person that was not removed from those situations at all and has since fled the entire country.
Yeah, I saw that tweet. Like, I'm trying to figure out like what's real and what's fake here because everyone's losing their mind. I saw like a flight tracker. It's like he's gone. He's out.
They found the plane. The plane's now back in the United States with its tracker turned off.
Crazy.
Then, report came out last night or the night before. There is tunnels that leave Diddy's house, and that is how he got out. While they were raiding his house. He said, fuck this, I'm out.
See, I heard that. I'm like, that has, like, people are going so crazy. That has to be fake. All of this has to be fake, but no, it is that insane.
Then it comes to a point where I'm like, okay, you know, this obviously people knew. People had to have a genuine idea of what the fuck was going on. And that's why this shit has blown up to the level that it's blown up to. Everybody said that Kanye was crazy, right? Everybody said, oh, that motherfucker, he's going off the rocker. Last year, he was openly talking about how Diddy was a fucking fed and he needed to be raided and the things that he was doing was disgusting and everything else.
Yeah.
He was calling him straight out as a PDF.
I was like, why is this trending? And it's like, oh, Kanye said something crazy and he's canceled, so we just have to laugh at him. But
why do we cancel the people that are saying the truth? Support RMTS. Brought to you by Manscaped, who is the best in men below the waist grooming with products of precision and rules. Make sure to use code RMTS 20% off. That is code RMTS. Now, this episode is sponsored by Blue Chew. Let's talk about sex. Guys, remember the days when you were ready to go? Now you can increase your performance and get that extra confidence in bed, just like everything else that sponsors this podcast. Brings you up to that next level. Listen up. BlueChew.com. Blue Chew is a unique online service that delivers the same active ingredients as Viagra, Cialis, and Levitra, but in chewable tablets at a fraction of the cost. It's amazing. You can absolutely just pay shipping and handling for that first shipment, and you get 3 for free. Just pay $5 in shipping. You can take them anytime, day or night. And if you take the Cialis one, which I believe is tadalafil, you get 36 hours worth of this medication working. It's not just once, man. The process is simple. Sign up at BlueChew.com, consult with one of their licensed medical providers. They even make sure that it's safe and healthy for you to take. The best part, it's all done online. No visits to the doctor's office, no awkward conversations, no waiting in line at the pharmacy. And they're made in the USA and prepared and shipped directly to your door in a discreet package. Does it work? Absolutely. You will feel like a god. You will feel like you are absolutely focused only on one thing, and that's getting her in bed. So, as always, go have some fun. Take some Blue Chew. Enjoy yourself. We got a special deal for our listeners. Try Blue Chew for free when you use the promo code RMTS at checkout. Just pay the $5 shipping. That is bluechew.com/promo code RMTS for your first month free. Visit bluechew.com for more details and important safety information. And we thank Blue Chew for sponsoring the podcast. They want to help you have better sex. We want to help you have better sex. Discover your options at Blue Chew. Because at minimum now, this is the third person that's openly had a direct accusation of this person is crazy after them going on a tirade of destroying something that they were a part of. You had Alex Jones, who broke down Bohemian Grove and everything else and kind of shed all of the light on that. Then you have Milo, who came out saying that a lot of the relationships in that community are extremely, extremely grooming, and they could be questionable if they're genuine or not.
That
And
is
a
the
lot of them
best
are
way you could have
abusive.
explained that. And there's
I'm-
enough anecdotes where it's like, you can't completely ignore those anecdotes.
I have personal stories that
Same. I'm in the furry
Hold on.
community, and whenever my friends talk about this stuff, I'm like, how young? That's when you figured all this stuff out, and that's when all this happened. Okay, and then you hear all these other stories, and like, wow, Milo, I'm like, oh my god, it all makes sense now.
then you go to the shit with Kanye, and it's like, wait, what the fuck?
There's
saw
too much.
text.
Like
I saw a text last night that connect the doctor that was talking to Kanye that he shared the text of you will go in the loony bin, you will be happy about it, you will not say anything about it, or you will never see your kids again. That same doctor was a part of Michael Jackson's death, Prince's death, and is a part of this Diddy case. What the fuck is going on?
It's Diddy's actually a billionaire. Like, I want to look up his net worth. I'm like, well, he's getting ready. He fled the country. How much is he losing? Billions. Like, billionaire. Because of the whole, like, licensing
Did
and
they
music
freeze
stuff.
his asset before he pulled it?
Who even knows? But I'm saying, like, once you hit, like, that several hundred million, it actually becomes just, like, the shadow cabal that's ruling us all. And if you fuck up, you gone.
So Tucker Carlson posted last night. He said, the New World Order is going to fall. And
That's the
we
word.
will see
Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. Not shadow cabal. New World Order.
The New World Order is falling. And so this is where it gets confusing.
Mm-hmm.
Is Jay-Z has completely distanced himself from all of this situation. He's like, I'm not fucking with Diddy anymore. Because he was at the parties.
Yeah.
So was Beyonce. They've directly connected them. More than likely, they are the next ones to be fucking raided. They're going to actually. Do you want me to show that? Is that what this is?
Well, I want you to click on it because, like, I had this thought before the episode. I didn't know if we were going to get to it or if it was going to relate or something. But it's not about, like, this whole traffic thing. It's about the New World Order collapsing, where Korea, since their birth rates are so low, they're offering... No?
No, I was really confused. I thought the article popped up an ad, and I was like, "Wait, what the fuck are you sending me?"
Mm-hmm.
This is honestly, it needs no introduction. This is fucking confusing.
I saw this on Twitter earlier.
what the
So
fuck is this?
yeah, that does look like some kind of weird ad now that we're talking about trafficking. But Korea's birth rates are low, so the government is offering $75,000 to have a baby to bolster the population. And that
Yeah.
made me think about like this whole New World Order thing. Because I'm like, wait a second, all these governments, they want population decline, they want all these like eco-friendly acts, and they kind of just hate people. But the problem is, you need people to have a strong like workforce and a strong just group to manipulate. So like their whole thing is backfired. Is what my first thought was about that.
Well, if you look at the
Am I
the
crazy?
early fucking no, you're not. And if you look at the early settlement of this country when we started growing and we had Carnegie and Rockefeller and everybody else, they said, okay, let's send everybody to school. We don't need a whole bunch of creative, intellectual people. We just need people who work.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't it weird that that's how we look at the way that we need to run the country is, oh, go to school.
Mm-hmm.
No unique thought. 70% of children now are seen as geniuses. By the time they graduate high school, we have a 2 to 5% genius rate. We are fucking every single thing up. We are screwing every single child's mind up to the point where everybody is fucking deluded and everybody feels like they're unique. But nobody's fucking unique anymore because now we're all the fucking same. We
Yeah.
did exactly what you fucking idiots didn't want, and you buy into it.
And yeah, that's created so much disenfranchisement because now people don't want to work. They want $20 minimum wage, 20 hours a week max, and 40 hours a week should be 100% enough to live off of. And then like they're just giving up. They don't want families because that dream has escaped them, and they believe it's because like all of these corporate powers have made inflation too high and everything's like it's impossible to have anything in life. But that's what they want, to have a suppressed society, but then you realize like you create so much disenfranchisement, it collapses. So I think that's another angle of like the New World Order collapsing because it seems like they just hate people. But when people realize they're hated, they don't want to flourish.
So it got really real last night because I was looking into this and another short popped up because I was fucking doom scrolling.
I don't
And
doom scroll, at least. Like I can keep that part of my sanity.
a
Gray
little
pilled.
white girl popped up with fucking Diddy. And he's like, yeah, I adopted her last week. And her name was Ava. And my youngest daughter's name's Ava. So that kind of hit.
That's not
But
good.
no, it made me feel really fucking weird about it. And they're like, yeah. And this little girl was found to be fucking um gone like 3 years ago. She was homeless and he found her on the streets. And he's like, yeah, well, tell them about how I adopted you. Tell them about how your parents still love you. And now you have the last name Combs. I'm like, oh, I we validated these people. We
Hmm.
fucking validated all of them. We told
We
them that they
saw
were
these videos,
fantastic.
and we were just like, "That's kind of slimy," but now it's like with all the context and also what happened with Epstein, it's like it was there. They flaunted it, and we know they flaunted it. And the only person talking about them flaunting was Alex fucking Jones.
Why do we have to allow the people on the fringe that are holding the people that are in power against themselves? Why do they have to be the crazy ones? And
NPCs,
whether or
dude.
not we look at like we're crazy now because we're having this conversation or not, who the fuck cares?
Yeah.
But in the grand scheme of things, if holding the fire to the power that is whole is the answer, then we have to, regardless. We're men. We have to stand up and we have to say something. Every single man that was at one of those parties, every single person that was at one of those parties, number one, is disgusting. But anybody who fucking signed off on this or is fighting for
Or
Diddy
new.
or, or new, or people like Jay-Z who has killed females so that way his cheating didn't get found out and now he's going to be rated for the same exact fucking thing. And everybody who is in these circles, it's scary. But this is where it gets really scary. So Usher was with Diddy for the first year of his
I heard
career.
about that. Well, like I knew
Supposedly
that, but
he
then I heard about that getting brought back up.
supposedly he's one of the first people that was abused by Diddy. So what happens when Usher finds his, little child prodigy on YouTube, Justin Bieber. He brings him down to Atlanta for 2 months and he stays with Usher. But now there's a video that, just popped up of Diddy and Justin Bieber together saying that the rights of Justin Bieber were signed over for 3 days for Diddy to be with him by himself.
I think hasn't Bieber alluded to stuff in the past? Like you don't know how bad it is down there, especially with all these young ones.
It's scary. It's scary because so many people want that life. So many people want that level of success. And we see that with Quiet on the Set. We see it with a lot of the things that are coming out with Nickelodeon and Disney right now.
We also see that with just how they grow because the entertainment industry is fueled by all of these people that like project onto it. They're sucked into that culture. They're sucked into all the TMZ and the news and who wore what and oh yo look, like everyone gets put on such a pedestal that it can't be ignored. You can't look away. And then everyone joins in. So like now you have this whole community around it, the culture, it makes you feel better. When like no, that's just how you just got groups of people to fund and support all of this disgusting behavior. Where like sane people that don't need to belong with everyone, that aren't peer pressured, can like see this and be like, yo, maybe we shouldn't worship others like this and try to work hard for ourselves and find the real ones out there and support them.
Exactly. Like at what point is it okay? So as a whole, all of these people are bad. Okay, yes, I agree. Everybody is bad, but if we continue making everything a gray area, everybody will just be blah. The person that abused fucking Drake Bell was in fucking jail for 16 months, convicted and admitted. Where did he go back to work? Fucking Nickelodeon and Disney Channel.
Yeah.
Convicted fucking PDF goes back to working with kids. You people are the reason why we're all fucking disenfranchised. All of you. Well, there's no problems, guys.
And then the weird thing is like, and also these people, it's not like they're against canceling others. It's not like they're against creating outrage. They just, instead of putting it on the targets that deserve it, they go to the people calling it out.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
And this is where it gets really fucking scary. So
you've said that 4 times now. Please stop.
No, I went down a fucking rabbit hole last night and I can't fucking get it to stop. I can't control that. I'm sorry. So Jamie Lynn Spears had this show Zoe 101. She is Britney Spears' sister and kind of has fallen from grace completely after she got pregnant and her show was canceled. She completely pulled herself out of the limelight completely.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess back then there was rumors and stuff like that, but they kind of died. And with Quiet on the Set, it's kind of blown up since, especially with Alexa Nichols, which is one of the little co-stars on that show, coming out and saying a few things that didn't directly point to this, but it kind of was tangential. There's rumors going around that Dan Schneider is actually that baby's father. That is the Nickelodeon guy that has come out.
That is that has to be like where this like that has to be like okay, now we're hitting fake. The iceberg is too deep. That's not real. Everything above it is real. It can't be that crazy. I don't care about this. I don't care. I don't want to see a picture where it's like, oh, but their nose is the same. No, that's where I draw the line that we can't put fake information. Like
I don't think that this is fake. That's an Instagram picture, and that kid is way too young to kind of show. Hold on, I'm looking for one that kind of.
I don't care if it's real. That's too fake to put on the show.
It's too fake to put it on the show. I will share this with you, and
so I can look at it and then give my thoughts.
Yeah. I'm not going to show this because obviously it shows a child under 18 because that's fucking gross. But that.
I knew it. There was going to be arrows pointing to things. They're going to be like, hey, look at the relationship.
Eye shape is the same. Mouth is the same. Literally, smile is relatively the same. Like, facial features wise, it is not a stretch.
Yeah, but it's still just a theory. And
oh yeah, just a theory. Somebody disappears from Hollywood after a kid is born. That happens always, especially when, that person's been claimed against 50 fucking times. It's scary. It's fucking scary. And
Yeah, that skeeves me out too much because like I know it's a real possibility, but then I don't want to think that. I'm just like, but then that means while she was, and I no.
this is a weird occurrence as well. Um, this also is true. So the when you imagine the Nickelodeon logo, you probably imagine the foot one because you're a 90s kid. But the one that happened after is that splat with Nickelodeon written across it. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Well, that's the first one that came to mind. Like the splat is
Oh,
more
not
ingrained.
not okay. So when you see the splat, it's like an X with a little dot next to it, right? You can imagine what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
This also grosses me out. This one. Yep. Sorry. Producing the show and using that. Do you know what that is? Do you know what that
Uh,
island is?
is that Epstein's Island?
Um, no, not at all. It's not the same exact fucking shape.
I saw that, and again, I'm just like, I don't like that people are drawing arrows and putting two pictures next to each other on shit that has to be fake, right? There's no way it goes that deep. I know Alex Jones was right about everything but Sandy Hook, but there's no way that it's possible
How
for everything to go that deep.
how in the fuck is it that deep? How I don't fucking understand.
And like after the foot fetish thing, I'm like, okay, that makes sense. That was just too obvious to ignore. That's real for sure. But then then you have to think about the rest of it. Was the slime like is this whole network a justification for some kind of fetish to slime children?
I'm so this one this one is the one that might be fake. I know this part of it is real. And after this part, obviously, I don't know if somebody just edited Wikipedia and herder, but so this might be the deepest, weirdest thing that they pointed to. There was a problem from Stefan Hillenberg. So that is the creator of SpongeBob, and he wrote this very unique, amazing location on SpongeBob's driver's license, 124 Conch Street. And then you're like, okay, well that's meaningless, right? Okay. But why is the location of the ledges of Little St. James Island 124 Conch Street, Bikini Bottom? That is Epstein's Island. I don't understand.
S- Someone just put a mark in Google. They had to have.
But why would they change both of them? Why would they change all of them? Where is all of these situations
Or
genuine?
is that like the picture of Clinton in Epstein's living room or something, where it's like Epstein built that as like because like that was like because he knows like Stephen Hillenbrand, so that's the taunt. That's the Clinton picture version on the island, where it wasn't that SpongeBob's address was inspired by the island. Epstein built that to mock and show how much he owns Hillenbrand, if it's even
But
true.
now they're saying, oh, well, this is obviously just a conspiracy theory. There's no reason that this should be said at all. Motherfucker, yes, it should. Of course, there's no proof tying Epstein to Nickelodeon at all. The network's logo has changed 7 times since its inception since 1977. And one of them was a foot, and one of them is Little St. James Island.
Oh,
You
now I
fucking
remember the foot.
weirdos.
It's the big sideways foot with Nickelodeon
Yeah.
on it. Yeah.
Yep. So they
Why
call
wasn't
that
a
too.
foot?
I don't fucking get it. I don't fucking get it. I don't want to know. I don't.
You don't want to know, but you just went down this rabbit hole and further.
Because I'm sharing what I found. But why?
You said you didn't want to find it. Why'd you find it then?
You scroll and you doom scroll, and they're like, "Oh, you want to know more about this?" So they give you more and more and more and more and more information. Fuck you, YouTube. Fuck you, TikTok, and all of your fucking bullshit. You are to blame to ruin my ADHD.
Then how can someone say like this has nothing to do with Epstein, which is like it was a program for like children, and like they had so much access to children for those shows, and with all the creepy stuff and all like the requests for children's feet and logos and slime.
So to tie
Someone
this all
had to be
together,
related. Someone had to be
tie this
connected.
all together. In the late 90s, Dan Schneider ran a show named All That. He was a producer, executive producer for that show.
Show banged.
And crazy thing is, guess who was a guest star on All That? Sean P. Diddy, Puff Daddy Combs. And the only thing that he said on the entire show was, Puffy, 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 what can we do with this helicopter? He said, you can put it down that kid's pants.
There was also like so much crude jokes. Because like it wasn't for children. It was for the adults running the shows to get off to. It had to be, huh?
You might remember being told the same thing. I remember being told, oh, well, all of the adult humor in these shows is for the adults to be able to giggle and joke with the kids so that way they have something to watch in them. It wasn't. It wasn't. It wasn't for us to go back. That's not how shows were made. Fucking 70-year-olds don't go back and watch the fucking Flintstones, yet we're still going back and watching Avatar, SpongeBob, and everything else. Why? Because the humor that was there, that was being told by kids, being told by like gray area adults, whether they're 18, 19, 20, being told to 12-year-olds, were inappropriate. And we're finding more and more and more of that shit in the shows that we watched as kids. And you're wondering why everybody's so fucking confused and so fucking convoluted and they don't fucking understand. The people that don't want to hear this shit are the people that fucking don't understand it.
Yeah, and it gets like that third layer where it's like, yeah, for kids, haha, funny butts, and then like for adults, like, oh, they said that. The innuendo's strong there. But then like you get to that third layer of PDFs, it's like, wait, this was made for them, not any of the other two groups, huh? And if you just look at it, it's like, it was obvious that it was. But we're not PDFs, so we can't even think like that.
Yeah. This is the grossest one.
No! There's 5! Stop!
There's a clip that Dan Schneider made Ariana Grande do of her trying to juice a fucking potato. And I don't fucking understand why they made a girl that was under 18 juice a fucking potato and squeeze.
I mean, also, like, all the bits on iCarly, like when the Dan Schneider thing first came out, where it's just like, why is like half of the iCarly clips for the show when they do like their little bit, just them mashing things with their feet?
All of you guys knew. You all fucking knew. Or you guys don't have comprehension skills at all, and that just baffles me. Everybody fucking knew. And the fact that nobody fucking handled this shit at all, ever, is really, really, really fucking frustrating. I don't fucking get it.
What's the frustrating thing about everything? Like, where you see all this government corruption where it's like, bro, Nancy Pelosi's insider trading. I don't care if everyone's doing it. The courts and, like, our judicial system should exist to purge and clean, even if the corruption is a majority. So, like, we just kind of watch, we're like, oh, it got too deep, and now no one's doing anything with it. Turns out all the mail-in ballots in Philadelphia were illegal anyways and went against the Philadelphia Constitution, but we just have to let it slide and give Biden those delegates anyways. Even though it was, like, completely illegal, completely unacceptable, should have never happened, no recourse.
It's another crazy thing that I saw last night. So, Biden was asked, if you can't run for president or you win the election, you cannot fulfill your duties as president, who do you want to fill your shoes? I'll give you one guess of who this motherfucker said he wants to fill his shoes.
I don't know.
Barack fucking Obama.
He's cooked.
No. Put the pieces together. They're already talking about how COVID's a big problem. We're going to have a big ass war. And, you know, they're removing Trump off the ballot in some states and he's fighting it. And he definitely has a chance. But if Trump doesn't win, they fucking remove Biden and put fucking Obama back in office. Whether it's Michelle or Barack. And I will bet just about anybody.
See, and the crazy thing is,
Because they
that's
didn't.
no, that's what the left was saying about Trump, because there was that one ad where it's just like, I thought you could only be president twice. Not anymore. When they were saying that about like Trump becoming a dictator, now they're just projecting all their shit. And it's always been projection. It's always been like, wait, you're accusing of us what you're doing yourself every time.
It's a self-tell. It's a fucking self-tell. What
And
the
that's actually a
fuck?
good thing about Biden's dementia. He is saying the quiet part out loud. And now we're not allowed to repeat that, even though he said it himself. We could put the conspiracy together. Now we're just too crazy. We got to be canceled in silence and lose all of our sponsors for that one.
Yeah. Shout out the sponsors. Check out Blue Chew. Check out G Fuel. Use code RMTS at checkout for 20% off on G Fuel, or
Everyone
free
watching,
shipments.
yeah, everyone watching, go buy G Fuel, get that Blue Chew, learn what it's like to truly be hard, have the best erection you didn't think was possible, and then make it to where we are too valuable to drop. There we go.
Exactly. It's this world is going to a crazy fucking level. The fact that all of this shit happens, and everybody thought Dollar Tree was just a $1 store. You walk in and it's just a buck. But now Dollar Tree has said, you know what, guys, don't even stress about it. It's no longer just $1. Our prices can go all the way up to $7.
$7.
What the fuck?
And you still
What the
can't get
fuck?
someone that voted for Biden to admit it's his problem we have inflation.
That's where it's weird. So I don't know if everybody knows this or if this is known knowledge by everybody. The same company that owns Dollar Tree also owns Family Dollar. They're just combining the fucking businesses, and they like the branding better for Dollar Tree. That's the only thing. They like the colors better. I guarantee you.
Family Dollar's like the grossest, most podunk. I don't want to go in there. Everything's expired and low quality.
So the only Family Dollar that I had in my childhood, there was 3 of them in my hometown. All 3 of them have closed. All 3 of them. All the times that they've opened, they've closed. And every time it was like walking down into the ghetto where everything is on the floor. The floors are half gray and half white because they don't ever wash them. And there is a $20 TV at the top of the shelves that nobody can reach because nobody is tall enough.
It's like a commercialized thrift store. I don't know how they were able to do it.
I've never seen so much dust in a store that it looked like it was dirty.
Mm-hmm.
Like, for damn sure that they probably mop those floors. So
why does everything
dirt.
feel used inside of a Family Dollar?
And why do those price tags literally, like, if you think about it, if you think about a 90s Family Dollar or a 2000s Family Dollar, and now imagine a Dollar General. Where do you feel more comfortable going into at that time?
Dollar General.
I still feel more comfortable going into a Dollar General, and their branding is just slightly different. Just slightly.
Yeah. Also, why is it like more dim inside of a Family Dollar? Like their incandescent lights are more yellow and dark, and I feel like I'm gonna get stabbed in there.
Yeah, they're gonna take one of the fucking like off-brand toys off the toy aisle and jab you in the ribs with it because it's secretly a knife.
I felt like I was on the streets out in Family Dollar.
No, this is exactly what Family Dollar was, and some people might not fully get this. Family Dollar was the Wish of Walmart. It was all of the shit that came over from China, all of the shit nobody wanted to buy, but let's give it to the poor people, so that way people are incentivized to buy shit from this fucking company. Now you dipshits run to it because it's Dollar Tree instead of Family Dollar, and they're like, "Oh, look, I can buy a steak at Dollar Tree." Motherfucker, that's gross. That's fucking gross. I've been homeless. I've not been able to buy shit for myself. And guess what? If you don't have a standard of living, you are going to fall to the lowest standard. The lowest standard is fucking Dollar Tree. And now they're telling you that you have to have $7 to come through the door.
Oh, don't say that to me. I love Dollar Tree. When I saw that this was a topic, I was happy because I love Dollar Tree. You can get so much cool shit for $1 there. I
Lo-
actually don't have a problem with having like more expensive products unless they use it to justify making the old things that are worth $1 $2. And they are, and that's what upsets me. Because you couldn't go anywhere else and get a nice ceramic bowl for $1. I still eat cereal out of that instead of paying $50 for a China set. Well, not China set, but just like a dinner dishware set. 4 plates, 4 bowls, and 3 salad plates for $40? Nah. $8 at Dollar Tree. I love that store.
I love the little knickknacks that you could get. You could make your house look bougie as fuck
Oh,
just
you
going to fucking
could.
Dollar Tree.
You could
You
buy a
could get a
Zen
fucking
garden.
yeah, or you could get like the fucking candles and the little fucking glass pots
Mm-hmm.
and then put a candle inside that glass pot. You can make yourself look bougie as fuck. You could buy a fucking thing worth of glitter and paint all of that shit and make yourself look like you're fucking Diddy. I don't know why the
Mm-hmm.
fuck you would want to do that now, but but it's fucking weird. You used to be able to go and do weird shit like buy fucking 5-cent balloons and fill them up for $1. Now none of that shit is available.
Hate it. Yeah, the toys sucked at Dollar Tree. However, everything else, like, yeah, the home goods and the kitchenware, fire. Discounted. $8 on Amazon.
Cleaning supplies, fucking
Cleaning supplies.
fantastic.
Bro, you get that, like, concentrated shit you have to dilute with water. Because, like, that
Yeah,
just seems too podunk for Walmart, but good stuff there.
it's sad. It's sad. One of the last stores I was like, yeah, here's a steal if you know what you're looking for.
Mm-hmm.
Just became fucking Family Dollar. It became Wish of Walmart. That's all it is. It's the shit that they don't want to sell at Walmart that's too weird. It's almost like we've created an economy where everybody sells through everything. So therefore, all of the stores are owned by Walmart and Amazon. It's the same exact fucking thing because Amazon and Walmart fucking added third party sellers. So if you look at who is selling those items, how much you want to bet that it's fucking
Yep.
Walmart selling those items to them?
That's the thing, like, uh, Harley was talking about that, and I was listening to him on his show where he's just like, everything on Amazon just sucks now.
Mhm.
And I was going to bring that up, but we just had too much like other good conversation. It's like everything's just third-party Chinese sellers that's more expensive for less quality. I got blackout curtains to like improve the quality of my audio. Everyone's probably realized it's like, yeah, it's actually like soft and dampened. That's because I did proper things to my room when I rearranged everything over the last couple months. I was like, yeah, this is great. So I want to get blackout curtains. $60. They said 3 layers. This is like a 1 layer. You can still see the sun through it piece of shit. And they know I don't have the time or effort to want to deal with all the repackaging it and then having someone pick it up and then the return get like canceled anyways. And then I only get like half credit for it. They know they can just send me some like fake Chinese shit that costs more.
And that's the scary shit because there's so many people that are like, oh yeah, drop shipping is the way to make money. Motherfucker, we don't know what we're doing anymore. We're
Yeah.
all like, let's start individual businesses. Motherfucker, drop shipping is literally just sending shit from China to other people so that way they get scammed. That's all we're scamming each other to make money. What the fuck are we doing?
While making
What the
China more
fuck?
powerful. That's great for their
What the
economy. They're
fuck?
taking our money for more than they can get it over there.
I don't understand, man. I really don't fucking get it. Like, clothing I get. Some things I get. But why the fuck we're sitting here nickel and diming each other off little shit? Honestly.
That goes back to New
Eh,
World Order. Like they've collapsed the economy. They got what they wanted. They got their Democrat in, and now they just realize like, oh wait a second, now we all hate each other and we can't function. Good job.
This is the bigger part of it. So when you go on Wish or you go on fucking any of these websites, how many people buy the fucking electronics?
I'd say a lot.
How many people buy the fucking flash drives and the keyboards and everything else?
That's spooky. Stop.
Stop fucking plugging it into your fucking electronics, you fucking weirdos. Now they have control over your fucking computer too, because when you fucking plug something in, it automatically signs the rights and notifications for everything that you plug that into. You fucking dipshits. I remember when it was weird when we found fucking flash drives when you would fucking go hang out in the city or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, don't pick up that flash drive. They're giving out flash drives for free. Okay, don't take that. Don't use that. That's a virus. We fucking used this in the 90s and 2000s to spread mass panic with a whole bunch of shit They would send viruses through flash drives and shit, or viruses through the fucking web, and it would download on everybody's computer, but only affect a few.
Mm-hmm.
Motherfucker, you're plugging it into every single fucking computer in the house. You fucking weirdos. If it is not a brand you fucking understand or a website you fucking understand, stop fucking buying it. It
But
is
it's a
not
deal.
what you should do.
But it's
I don't care if you
$5.
say $5. I don't.
I paid money for it. They couldn't scam me.
They can't hurt me.
There has to be
They
business
can't.
protections, and I bought it on Amazon. Who cares if it's called something crazy like SanDisk? That's $30. I can't. I need to eat.
It's almost.
I need to get
it's
my
almost-
$25 DoorDash instead.
It's almost like every single person that is, 16 years or older has been abused by their parents so often that they're like, you know what? I'm going to let the government abuse me and they're going to tell me what I have to do because I can't make my own decisions. Then we're like, okay, Amazon and China can also abuse me because everything in my house will now be controlled and owned by them. Now, all of a sudden, we're like, you know what? Let's just let everybody ruin and run our lives because I can't make any decisions for myself because I've been abused as a kid so often and abused as an adult by every company that's around me. You people are fucking dumb.
That is the
All
weird
of
thing
you
where
are
like the
fucking
parties have
dumb.
flipped. It used to be like Democrats were once skeptical of government and they want just like to be left alone and free. And it used to be conservatives. They're like, yo, more government, more economical power, let's go. Conservatism, capitalism rules, and then it's flipped towards like, leave me alone, don't take my guns, and then mandate me more. Big Daddy Pharma and everyone. Just make
Yeah.
my life decisions not hard, please.
It gets really weird when if you think about it, Trump probably would have ran as a Democrat in 2000 and 2004.
He was registered
And-
Democrat.
Yep. Now he's far right. He's so far right that, it's unimaginable because he's nationalist. Why? Why is that a crazy thing?
Yeah. Like, nationalist doesn't have the color pre before it, like, you can still be a nationalist, but then love everyone, all the people in your country, regardless of their race.
Yeah, because you love your country. That's it. You love your country. If you say nationalism to fucking Germany, all of a sudden, that's a scary
Well, they got
person.
PTSD. That's
Yeah.
understandable for them, but not us. We shouldn't inherit that from other countries and stuff. We're just like, yeah, the nationalism of being an American, like patriotism. That's what it is. Like, you should be proud of your country
Yeah.
and what you create and the opportunities and freedoms that we have. Race has nothing to do with it.
And that got really scary to me. I remember 9/11. Everybody kind of coalesced around the flag. Everybody fucking loved.
Before we get into that, I also want to like salvage some nationalism as well, because Japan is an outrageously nationalistic country, but for some reason we all love them. We all love Japan. All these weebs, all these people that love anime and stuff and their culture. They're nationalist. They are very xenophobic as well, and we want to visit them and want all their stuff.
That's where it gets weird.
Why is it only bad when we do it?
Is like, I remember 9/11, everybody kind of coalesced around the flag. Everybody felt bad for the United States.
You cut out again. Damn. All right, I'll just wait for him to come back. I hear like a little. It's back.
Yep, there we go. I apologize, guys. The fucking weather. Fucking weather's bad.
Zach puts me into like too deep of a rabbit hole to like banter out of solo to fill dead air, so we need you to come back. Are you back? Oh, we lost him again. Oh, he probably didn't even hear that. Oh, it's bad. I'm solo casting now. Oh, we're back.
Yep, you are. It's fucking bad. My internet connection's literally flipping back and forth.
9/11 help. Go back.
So 9/11.
Get your story.
Everybody kind of sucked around the flag and everything else, and everybody loved the United States. Everybody wanted to help. Then, as time's gone on and we got into Obama's presidency and stuff, it became bad to love the flag or love where you're from. It became almost like the nationalistic part of everybody became what you are. And it's like, we're Americans first. That's where we live. We're the only country in the world that doesn't say, oh, yeah, I'm from Japan. I'm from Taiwan. I'm from this. I'm from that. I'm from Ukraine. We say, oh, we're from this state and I'm this. I'm from New York and I'm Puerto Rican. I'm from Kentucky and I'm Japanese. Like, what the fuck? where's our comfort in who the fuck we are as people?
Yeah,
There's
and
no
then no
fucking
wonder our
difference.
shit's getting weaker and why we just like everything's falling apart. Like, and that's another thing. Is like, if you hate this country so bad, then why are like it seems deliberate. Where it's like, oh, you're voting Democrat to deliberately destroy the country to rebuild in a socialistic way. How do you think that's going to be successful? How do you think that's a winning formula? It isn't. And that kind of brings me to another weird thing that's in this line is Liberty's Kids is actually a really awesome show. And I saw like a post about where people like, oh man, people slept on Liberty's Kids. Also had an incredible theme. And I've been rewatching Liberty's Kids just to like, yeah, let's see, let me freshen up on my American history because apparently it's pretty good. And like that show's like, bro, every kid should have grown up watching this and then came out of it more patriotic and just like, fuck yeah, America, we're fine. Like we have our faults. The show confronts the many faults of being an American and being a patriot, and that we did defect, and that we were just like a bunch of rowdy drunk people living in Boston. But then we create our own culture out of that, and we did do bad things to the Indians. But the show confronts that, and I still feel proud to be an American. But no one's proud to be an American anymore. Sucks. Oh, Zach is completely cooked. I don't know how this recording is going to work out. He comes back
It's
every
gonna
once in a while.
it's gonna work. Do you want me to end this recording and we'll continue, or do you want to just end the episode and
I wanted
that's
to end
it?
the episode early.
Okay.
This is mostly because like I don't know why I'm feeling hot and sweaty and greasy. I got too fired up, too dense of an episode, just slightly uncomfortable.
Okay. So
I just want to
we'll
I just want
try
to
and
end
push
this,
it
take
for
a
like
shower. We had a good one.
yeah, we'll push this for like 7 minutes and we'll
Yeah,
continue.
one
Give
hour
it
30.
give
That's
it like an
fine.
hour and a half. Yeah. No, it's sad. It's really sad because my family was a part of this shit. I would I wanted to
You live
brand
in New
myself,
York.
the new founding fathers. No, I have family members that signed the fucking Declaration of Independence.
And look at you
Like,
now.
no, it's weird. It's weird because like I have family members that signed the Declaration of Independence, and when I was born, my family was on welfare. Like, how the fuck does that just, fall on its face? 2 generations before that, they were owning helicopters and starting towns and doing shit, and we fell on our face. Okay, so the only way to do this is to get up. It's not just to sit here. It's not just to accept everybody else's money. It's to keep going because that can change that.
I think that's an interesting thing about conservatives because it was just like the boring milk toast, like just let it happen and value stuff. But like that created a lot of vulnerabilities and problems where you don't respond harshly to the threats. So I think a lot too long of softness, and then it's like, yeah, there's actually a lot of people that want to destroy all of our values, and we just kind of let it happen.
And it's weird because that thing, the whole, oh, you grow from, you know, strong men create
Hmm.
weak men create hard times, and hard times create good men. It's weird because if you look at this in a fucking microscope and you look at our lifetime, life was good
Hmm.
before us.
No
Going into
lies
Clinton,
detected.
there was problems. Problems got worse with 9/11. Things got hard, and then, you know, easy people and bad men were created during the
Hmm.
times of the end of Bush and Obama. Then we had a hard ass fucking time and we faced fucking beer flu during fucking Trump's presidency and we fucking handled it. Where the fuck we handled it better than every country in the fucking world, you fucking weirdos. Look at the fucking numbers. And you had somebody who was a Republican sign socialist legislation that sent money to everybody's house. So that way we were okay, even in times where we couldn't fucking work.
Hmm.
We were actually succeeding as a country during a fucking pandemic.
It was crazy because, like, yeah, everyone else's value was losing to the dollar, and it was like, shit, we might do this.
Were we struggling? Absolutely. Were we brought to our
Everyone was
knees?
struggling.
Absolutely. But guess what? We dealt with it in a better light than everybody did. And everybody wants to say that Trump handled that negatively. Okay, then why was the world succeeding? Why were we succeeding in a situation where we shouldn't succeed? Now we're dealing with so much mass inflation. And I really do think that that probably has to do with the availability to send money out to everybody.
Well, yeah, we printed like a third of all the money ever in the last 2 years or something. 4 years since
But you
COVID.
wanted, if we thought about it and we actually invested that money when we had extra and had availability to sustain ourselves and do the right things, we probably would have been okay. But everybody burned that fucking cash to go buy
Hmm.
their fucking toilet paper.
We sent the rest of it to Ukraine. It's just not good. That also brings me to another thing I was talking about with my commie friend, where uh he said he like blamed 2008 on the boomers. He's like, we can't have anything because boomers are the worst generation. Boomer this, boomer that. Complete brain rot. We've already been over this several times. But I was like, the financial crisis was mostly caused by Generation X, right? And then he's like,
And the
no. I'm like,
banks.
yeah, and the banks. But that's because it was the banks, and who was running the banks at the time? It wasn't the boomers. It was a generation after. So like, it's all this like misguided hate. And again, like whatever world power or destructive shadow force wants to like create turmoil in society, they're doing it successfully, but it's backfiring on everyone. Everyone's screwed up by it, and it just doesn't make sense. Why?
Exactly. It doesn't make sense. Spectrum, go fuck yourself. I pride you as a company 99% of the time. The one fucking time I have problems, all of a sudden, we're sitting here freezing on and off. We'll see you fucking next time. I can't push it fucking 6 minutes. This is frustrating.